With the development of technology and the ever-growing pace of living, it is becoming increasingly difficult to predict how everyday life will be in the future. Significant numbers of young people now work from home. Many order food instead of cooking. Families don't gather in the living room because everybody has their own private screens at hand. It is pretty common for our daily routines to change instantly, with unexpected overnight guests, seasonal shifts, or large family celebrations. Difference and variation have become key attributes of contemporary dwelling scenarios. This means that housing should move away from functional determinism towards polyvalence. Instead of deciding fixed uses for each room, which preconditions only one way of living, this project offers multiple possibilities. The apartments are open for individual interpretations and highly responsive to short or long-term changes in everyday life. All apartments consist of free spaces for daily activities and compact service belt for sanitary functions, storage, and home appliances. In this way, everyday life is liberated from clutter and noisy machines. Cooking area belongs to the free space of the apartment, while freezers and storage cupboards are located in a hidden, walk-through storage space. Corridors are reduced to a minimum in favor of usable space. To obtain simple polyvalence of each dwelling unit, we introduce a glazed loggia in the size of an entire room, located at the center of the apartment. Instead of solid walls, it is enclosed with light, portable partitions, and faces two or more different rooms, which means it can either serve as an extension of each of these or as a joining space between them when completely open. Additionally, the loggia can be transformed into a separate room when needed. Each apartment can be easily adjusted to suit multiplicity of different scenarios. We believe that space itself is a luxury, which is why we ensure the possibility to perceive the entire apartment as one open space, instead of dividing it into individual rooms. In polyvalent apartments, one can never really tell where one space ends and the other begins, and various family life scenarios are constantly intertwining. Circular paths are achieved around the apartment, which makes all areas very accessible and easy to maintain. Large glazed openings of the loggia introduce fresh air and lots of daylight deep into the space, making this the brightest and most aerated spot of the apartment. In winter, the loggia is slightly cooler than the rest of the heated space, which makes it suitable for winter gardens or home gyms. Flexible partitions ensure that fresh air inlet, daylight intensity, and excessive heat can be easily adjustable within all the adjoining spaces. By adjusting the shutters, some areas receive more daylight, while some can remain darker and more intimate. All year round, the loggia serves as a buffer zone for outside city noise, fierce weather, and pollution. In comparison to standard apartments with solid wall divisions and same-size windows, polyvalent apartments are significantly brighter. White shutters and the omitting of solid walls enables daylight to disperse and spread freely throughout the whole apartment. This means that entrance areas, even though located far from the windows, are flooded with daylight. This housing strategy allows for a variety of options to be considered when buying an apartment. Depending on the number of residents, their daily lives and economic status, one can choose from 3 different types of lodges, A, B, or C, within 5 standard sizes of apartments. Any type of polyvalent apartment can house several different sizes and types of residential groups. Lodges A and B differ in relation to the number of rooms they are joined to and to the size of the entire apartment. Lodge C is open to air, allowing for largest apartments and big families to have their own private garden within the living area. Each apartment is composed of modules 3.5 times 7 meters in size, which makes the whole building system very flexible for various apartment combinations and building typologies. Modular composition results in simple structural grid with maximum spans of 7 meters, which allows for the construction system to be in prefabricated reinforced concrete for all building types. Modular apartments allow for a simplified facade system. Various combinations of 5 standardized types of facade elements give the building appearance its diversity, while at the same time simplify and reduce costs for the construction process. Collective spaces for the residents are located on the ground floor, within the entrance area, and on the roof of the building, open to air and to the sky. Ground floors are semi-residential, combining retail areas and garden apartments in a variety of scenarios. In garden apartments, lodges extend towards the front yard, whereas on the last floor they can become open-air patios with private view to the sky. AKVS Architecture is multiply awarded architectural studio based in Belgrade, Serbia. Their research and designs are focused on atmospheric spatial systems that offer multiplicities of experiences for its users. Studio's work is tightly connected to computational simulations, visualizations, and animations as key tools for investigating the spaces they design. They are currently working on a project for the Serbian embassy in Canberra, Australia, following the first prize award they won on a national competition earlier this year.